Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Celtic career mode. Now, the last episode didn't go too well, obviously the last episode was only yesterday. So I'm actually treating you to having two Celtic career modes in a row. We're giving the Man United career a break for today, mostly because Celtic play tonight and I want to get in the mood for the game by playing as Celtic in the career mode episode today. So we're doing the Celtic career. Last episode did not go too well at all. We had 4 games, I think, we done all together. Obviously we played 2, we simmed a few as well. If we quickly have a recap, and I believe it was from Wolves onwards, Wolves we drew 0-0, QPR we drew 1-0, Leeds we drew 0-0, we finally got a win, a narrow win against Preston. We dropped quite a few points, we dropped 6 points, and we only managed to pick up 3 from a possible 9, so it wasn't the greatest of episodes. Today we need to pick things back up, recover that form from early this season. We beat Nottingham Forest 4-2, for example. We beat Norwich 5-1. We're winning there. You know, we really need to pick that back up. That's the sort of form we need. Because of the points dropped last episode, we did in fact head down to second in the table. We started yesterday's episode in first. We start today's episode in second. We're still not lost though, so we're still invincible at the current minute. I would love to get an invincible season if possible. So the thing that was bothering me was maybe we need a little bit more creativity in the team. Maybe this was just too, laid back and defensive. And the next game that we play, I'm going to try and maybe shift Robertson and Sinclair up, play them as wingers, and see if we can create more opportunities from that. Although the first episode went really well, we played games, the second episode didn't quite, and it was a bit of a stalemate a couple of the games. So today we've got Reading, we've got Barnsley, we have got Brentford, Birmingham and Cardiff. Those are the games I want to try and get through. The 2 games we're going to play are both away. Brentford top of the table right now, our biggest opposition as it currently stands. So Brentford will be played, and Cardiff, who are having a phenomenal season in real life, just fresh off a massive win against Leeds last night actually. Cardiff having a brilliant season, they are going to be the other team that would play. So it's not going to be an easy episode whatsoever, but it does mean that we're going to start off by simming a couple of games. One of those being this first game against Reading. The team I'm going to deploy is going to be its strongest because we need wins. We need to get 3 points as many times as possible. In today's episode, we need to get better results. So simming the first game against Reading, tougher opposition to sim, I would say. We get a win though, 3-1. Roberts bagging 2, Sinclair bagging the other. Dembele's goal drought continues. Dembele's still not scored in about 4 games now, which is worrying. I mean, he's still top scorer, I think. 3-1, sorry. Sviatchenko picked up an injury. I hope to God that is not long. 7 days. We can live with that. 3, 2, 1. Johnny Hayes is talking about the time that he's getting to play, and I just realised we've not played him once this season. So, Johnny Hayes, when we're playing against Brentford, we're going to give him a go in the team because we have just left him in the reserves, to be honest. I've actually decided to go in and use the team sheets thing, because that was invented for a reason. So I've decided to use it. That is the team we're going to normally stick to. That is our default tactic. But I've decided to make this 4-3-3 that I was talking about, bringing that in. We've got Sinclair, Roberts pushed forward, hopefully giving us more attacking creativity. And I've also made a rotation kind of team for the lesser games that we simulate, where people like Gamboa getting in, Boyata, Hayes, Griffiths is in the starting lineup. Just a few changes to the team to give other players a chance, etc. And we're actually going to deploy that against Barnsley and see if it has a decent kind of, success, because Barnsley probably one of the much weaker teams in the league, and I think we may be at home for it as well, which gives me a good reason to test it out. We are at home, so we're going to try and risk put the rotation team out. I mean, it's still a very strong team, still better than Barnsley's, so I'm not expecting something good. Right now, if we win this game, we head to the top. Brentford have slipped a little as Aston Villa, well, they could overtake Villa again, I suppose, but Villa take top as we go into sim the second game, and hopefully we get another win. As I said, we've rotated a bit. Dembele's not been in great form, so Griffiths hopefully will bag a goal. He doesn't. Another striker drought there, and Holden, Brown and McGregor get the goals. 3-0, convincing, and the rotation team has done not bad there at all. Right, and that game leaves us top of the table, and I think our next game is actually Brentford. It is, so Brentford is next. But we have overshot Brentford and we're back at the top of the table. So the next game we can really extend our lead over them to 4 points, which would be a fantastic help for us going to get the title. Rangers have not been in good recent form. They've slipped to 13th now with 5 losses. They're sitting with 14 points. So a bit of climbing for them to do if they want to get back into a playoff position. Down at the bottom of the table, there's the 3 teams as well. But there's something that I addressed in the last episode that I feel like we should really set up. And I'm I'm going to decide to actually set it up now, and that is the youth staff. We are going to hire in a couple of youth staff, and we're going to get the youth scouting started. Obviously, in recent times for Celtic, a lot of younger players are coming through, Tierney, Ralston, Miller, etc. And we want to kind of continue this, so I'm going to try and sign some Scottish youngsters. That's going to be my main focus, staying within Scotland. And I think we'll start with kind of getting some more defensive options, and then we'll get more. We'll try and go to other places. Sweden is one. We're going to look for attackers from Sweden and defenders from Scotland. That's all you need to know for now. Right, the first game we're going to play of today's episode is against the team currently sitting second. So far in the series, this could potentially, arguably, be our biggest game, so we've got to get a decent result here. They're doing really well at the minute, Brentford, and I'm actually going to go out with the team that I said I was going to try. I was going to try this 4-3-3 formation to see if it gives us any more, you know, kind of creativity going forward. Dembele desperately needs some goals in him after the drought he's been on, so hopefully he bags a couple as well, but we're ready to get into it. Let's go. So a standard lineup, you get the gist of it. Let's go and win. We're at Court Lane. Obviously that is not the right stadium, but Brentford second place. We need to show our class today. Let's not struggle for goals again. Armstrong sees Sinclair. Sinclair already going through to maybe get us our first. He gives it back to Dembele. His shot is blocked. Oh, that's a pain. And Cham's done well. Dembele! 1-0. That was very sudden. Very, very sudden. I did not expect to get a goal from that. But big Olivier and Cham stuck his big giant foot out. And Dembele gets his first goal in a while. Dembele really did need that. He has been on worrying form as of the past 5 games. And Cham has set up the part. Look at that. Very nice. That was as easy as you like for Dembele. He's not going to miss from there. And the power he put behind it as well meant no chance for the keeper. 1-0. A chance now. McEachran, poor defending. He's missed a sitter. I mean, my defending, atrocious. I mean, it's so hard to defend this year. I'm sure most people will agree. And it doesn't help me because I've always been bad at defending. And the fact that it's got harder, it's not a good combination. Armstrong. Dembele. Sinclair takes a nice touch to get by the man. And Sinclair has managed to zoom past the defender. Will he take it on? He does, and it's 2-0. Easy finish for Scott Sinclair. I mean, he's always got to put it at the back of the net there. And it's 2-0. Very quickly, 18 minutes in. Maybe this 4-3-3 formation is going to work. Because it's 2-0 inside the first 20 minutes. That clinicalness is back in the team. And Scott Sinclair, as simple as you like from there. Power in it. And the goalkeeper's got no chance. So it's 2-0. Lovely stuff. Roberts put the pressure on. There we go. Put the pressure on. They make mistakes. And now we could maybe take advantage from this. Just maybe. Dembele takes a nice touch. It's a shot from range. It's a good save. Sinclair, there we go. Armstrong. Take it out wide a little bit. There we go. No bad. Armstrong. Play it back. Play it safe. And Cham. Here's Lustig. Roberts is onside. So why not give it a go with Paddy? Waited too long for the shot. We've got a corner. Brown sees Sinclair. Sinclair's away. It's 3-0. I just know it. I mean, you can't mess up here with Sinclair. Can't mess up. As I said, 3-0. You cannot afford to give Sinclair space on that side of the park. He is so clinical. So clinical from that area. And I thought I took it maybe a bit too far, but there we go. And you're not going to miss. And that's the best way to get goals in this. Just get the space. That's best way to get goals in any game. But I mean, there we go. 3-0. We've got that clinical touch back. Maybe this 4-3-3 is the way forward. And Cham sees Sinclair. Sinclair might go for a hat-trick before half-time. Really? No, he won't because he's not going to get the chance from here. Back to Olivier and Cham. No, and Cham strikes. Save from Bentley. Sinclair. There's a man there. Scott Brown. Armstrong. Bring it back. Tierney. We're putting bombardment in the last minutes of the half. Dembele. Stuart Armstrong will strike. Save from Bentley. Very good save. It's half-time. Very, very strong first half. And this formation, I'm loving it. It's given Sinclair and Roberts more to do going forward. And Sinclair's got so many opportunities and scored 2 goals from it. So, I'm liking it. Brown, get yourself ahead of him. Oh, it's a chance for Brentford. Brilliant from Brentford. He smacked the bar. What a brilliant bit of football from Brentford. We were poor defensively. Dembele's away though. And maybe from their chance, we can get a chance. And maybe Dembele can get a second of the game. We smacked the bar as well. Crazy couple of minutes on the park. Decent delivery. McGregor will meet it. It's a fantastic save from Bentley. Second half, it's been definitely tougher, and that's it. Full time. First half, we played so well, and it got us the win at the end of the day. Second half, we couldn't beat the keeper, but we played well. And I'll take it. Very good result against second place side. With that win, it has moved us up by a few points into the league now. Aston Villa are actually our second place title challengers at the current moment. So not too bad. Rangers still sitting 11th, so haha. Anyway, player development, we're going to continue with that. One thing that I did pick up on from the last game, I picked up on very, very well. We definitely need to secure the permanent signing of... That was a very good training session for the first three anyway. We really need to secure the signing of Rob Holding for the Premier League because Savyatchenko, Boyat in this game don't have a lot of potential. Rob Holding does have a lot of potential, and even at 73 rated, Rob Holding is a class player. I really did enjoy using him in that last game, so Rob Holding definitely need to pick up in January or next season, try and get him a full contract. One thing we also have to look out for in January is pre-contracts, but we'll talk about that when we do get January. But Rob Holding, I do want as a permanent signing. Second last game of the episode, and the last game we're going to simulate because we're going to play Cardiff. It's against Birmingham, so we're going to play that rotated team again. Holding, Gamboa, Boyata, Forrest, Hayes, Rogic and Griffiths all starting as they don't usually start. Why am I pronouncing my G's so much? Oh, anyway, that's the team we're going to play. It should get us a win. 1-0, very narrow, and we relied on a goal from Brown, but a win's a win, and it keeps us unbeaten. We have started this season superbly. I mean, the last episode was a bit of a stalemate, but if you look at the league table, and just 10 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. We are starting really, really well. So then, the next game is Cardiff, and that is going to be the final game of the episode. I've made a couple of changes to the team, and the regular starters that we've replaced, I've brought in Forrest to replace Roberts, because Forrest has been complaining about not playing, so I'll tell you give him the game. And Rogic has came in over Armstrong here, because I feel like he merits a start, and then Cham is in over McGregor as well. So, not too much rotation. I mean, Cardiff, if you go by real life, are going to be one of the tougher games of this series, so I really want to get a good result. A different looking stadium for once. I mean, it's one of the generic stadiums, but it looks different. I feel refreshed. Moulton Road, Cardiff City Stadium, if you like. Here we go. We hopefully will get 3 points. Again, very bright day in Wales anyway, and this is it. Scotland against Wales. For the first time in the series, we take on a non-English team. So, well, in a competitive game. So here we go. And this is not a bad start at all. This is not a bad start. Sinclair slips it in, and Dembele, surely the rebound. Forrest, what a start. What a start. That was beautiful stuff. James Forrest puts us in the lead. Freeze, I hate that celebration, I hate it. But Sinclair, and, well, that was very sudden. Dembele should be finishing it, but Forrest was there for second helpings. And that was, look at the watch there. Very quickly, James Forrest puts us in the lead. Oh, nice. And Cham done well to carry the ball forward. Rogic. One thing Cham is incredibly good at is ball carrying. He's so good at taking the ball forward. I think I might start him over McGregor in the near future. But we've got a free kick and Cham swings it in. Not much comes from it. Tierney. Back to Cham. And Cham for Rogic. Rogic turns. Tierney. Sorry, Forrest. Not a bad opportunity. Tierney. There's Sinclair again. Sinclair's so creative. There we go. Brilliant from Scott Sinclair. That's a brilliant ball. What a goal. What a goal. Moussa Dembele puts us up 2-0. Dybala mask celebration. And it is seeming very, very good with this formation. The formation changes. Voila. Beautiful. Look at Sinclair here. The way he gets that ball in, and Dembele's there. And Dembele is back in goal scoring form. But honestly, this new formation has allowed Sinclair, and Roberts not so much, but Sinclair especially, to do so much more. He doesn't feel restricted, and I love that. Right, watch him. Lee Tomlin, who was once linked with Celtic, plays a juicy ball through, and we've conceded incredibly poorly there. That's bad. Pilkington puts it in the back of the net. Lee Tomlin with the ball through. And we're down to, well, no, sorry, we're up 2-1 now. We've conceded a goal. I mean, look at this. The defending is piss poor. And Pilkington puts it by Gordon. Oh, a player I could find in space. Hoyle, Pilkington. And Cham is... Oh, we've given away a penalty. Poor defend again. The pressure got to us. And we have given away a penalty. Sviatchenko gets a booking as well. And we were up 2-0 a moment ago. And by the looks of things, it could be all gone. Into the Celtic fans. Lee Tomlin will take it. The fat bastard. Here we go. Lee Tomlin into Gordon. That's a beautiful penalty. We were never going to save that, even if we did dive top corner. And like that is Cardiff 2, Celtic 2. We were up 2-0 a minute ago. Where did it all go? Where did it all go? Dembele. That's not bad. And Cham. Strike it, son. What a goal. What a goal, Olivier. Get in. What a strike from Encham. And right before the half ends, we take the lead back going into the break. And that is a wonderful strike from Olivier Encham. And he is seeming brilliant in this game. Look at the strike. Look at the power he generates behind it. Bang. Right into the... I was going to say bottom corner. It's more along the lines of the middle of the net. Look at how empty the Cardiff end is up there. But my God, what a finish from Encham. Nearly bust the net. 3-2. Tom Rogic finds James Forrest, who got us the first goal. He's left open. Shoot. Too much power in it. Too much power. Get up there. Wee bit of height. Encham interception again. That's a brilliant ball from Encham for Sinclair. I think Sinclair wins it back in a good position. So close to going in the back of the net. So close. I mean, should we just go for it with Mikael Lustig? Why not? Was not far. Lustig was not far off. Right, they've done done. Don't drop points now. Do not drop points now. Oh, no. We nearly brought for a penalty. Ah, Gordon! Oh, jeez. Oh, we cannot drop points now. Oh, no. Don't let them score now. Please don't. No. Don't drop points. Don't drop points. No. Slide. Why am I sliding in the box the 90th minute when I'm only by one goal? What am I doing? Just get the ball away, please. Oh. Risky stuff. Right, hopefully the whistle just goes now that we kick this up the park. Griffiths nods it on. Mate, McGregor, seal the game for us. Seal the game for us, wee man. Conor McGregor. Callum McGregor, save from camp. I say Conor McGregor. Shoot you fucking mad. There we go, full time. Brilliant. Got a very itchy elbow, but very narrow. But a win nonetheless. We were the dominant team. We did deserve the win. Very close, so Cardiff gave us a challenge. But another win in the bags. It's going so well this season. Well then, that about does it for this episode. A very, very good episode. I'm loving the new system that we've tried out. Last episode, stalemate. Couldn't get goals. This episode, we change up the formation and goals are flowing. I think we scored, what, 6 or 7 between the two games that we played, so very nice indeed. I'm very happy with that. Now, the next episode is the big one, because for the first time this season, we play them. We play Rangers. We get our Glasgow Derby, or Old Firm, whatever you want to call it. The first one of the season. We also have a game against Sunderland at the Stadium of Light to play as well. And we've actually got another tricky game in Hull. So, I mean, we're going to be playing 3 games in the next episode. So, a jumbo episode for you as we get those 3 games done. And it's quite a difficult run from the month of November. I mean, there are 4 decent teams in this game. So, things are not looking too easy in November. I mean, Rangers aren't decent. But in FIFA, I mean, they're somehow the same star rating as us. So, have to watch out. Anyway, that does it. I'll let you look at the league table just before we finish. Rangers are sitting 13th. Bad season for them, isn't it? Anyway, if you have enjoyed, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I do really appreciate you coming along and watching. If you did enjoy, hit like, please. And I'll see you all. Why did I do that? Next time.